Hi everyone, my name is Janie Berg and I'm going to be talking a little bit about Buhi Bag Company and my time spent here as a marketing employee. So at the beginning of my employment here at Buhi Bag Company, I had specific goals in mind that I wanted to accomplish in my time here. So first was I was going to use the budget that I was given, and I was going to use it wisely. It is so important to spend money on specific and, more important, needed aspects in the industry, such as content, advertising, and different platforms to gain more reach. Another goal was to build Buhi Bag's brand awareness, to increase the number of followers, fans, and more to help grow the business and ultimately increase engagement. We wanted to get our name out there. And lastly, the ultimate goal that I had overall was to increase the sales. And all these other previous goals was going to help a lot in increasing the sales. So that goal was for that one. So with these goals in mind, I specifically wanted to target certain platforms such as Instagram and Pinterest. So I focused a little bit on Facebook too, but not as much. But with Instagram and Pinterest, my specific goals for marketing on those platforms was to use quality videos, especially on Instagram, and to use most of my budget on these platforms. Another big goal that I had was to post very often and regularly, and to also use influencers. I knew that these simple things would help a lot in my ultimate goals, such as building the brand's awareness. I also wanted to focus mainly on people like Daypacker Tom here, who is into backpacking, hiking, school, fishing, and whatnot. Because he is about 29% of the market and is just a perfect fit for the Buhi brand. So my original marketing plan for Buhi was to post at least 2 times a day to the platforms I mentioned earlier, like Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. My goal was to gain at least 25 new followers each week, increase comments by 5 each week, and increase likes by 20. So the ultimate goal and plan was to increase sales by 10% in the end of this simulation, and also my employment here. I wanted to focus on using frequent sales, offers, giveaways, and whatnot, and especially using influencers to help these plans and goals become a reality. So my strategy for marketing for Buhi was to use really good hashtags in my posts, to use influencers, and to post regularly with good quality content. Good and effective hashtags will help the posts to get out there and to reach more people that are the target audience for Buhi. Influencers, such as Chris Ronald here, who's a world-famous soccer star, I used him as a brand ambassador, which helped a ton to get our name out there for Buhi. Influencers already have a huge following, so with their help, our brand can grow, and so can our followers, engagement, and more. And lastly, good quality content that is consistent and often will help engagement grow and customers to retain. So I learned that the videos were the best content to use on Instagram. These were eye catchers, and most users would stop and watch at least a little bit of the video, thus increasing the engagement. You can see one of my posts here. I said, in my caption, are you more of a city person or country? Either way, Buhi has got you covered. And then I used a lot of hashtags that were relevant to bags, to Buhi, to traveling and fashion. And then this was a video also that I posted. So you can see I had added and used most of my budget on this post, and it got the most likes and the most engagement. So with that, engaging captions were very important when posting. This helped a ton to get reach and engagement up a lot. I tried using influencers solely, but since that took up a lot of my budget, I wasn't posting as much. So this was not as effective. It's still important to post very often, even if they're just organic posts. I wish I would have been better at that than just relying on the influencers. So social media was able to help a lot in the fact that Buhi wasn't growing as much. Just to be consistent in social media and being close to your followers and interacting with them helps a lot to be able to solve this crisis. it definitely helped the company to use the social channels that we had. So from beginning to end, Buhi was able to grow a lot. By the last week alone, Buhi had gained almost 9,000 followers just in that week, and their total revenue overall was $240,000 on Instagram alone. So to make this happen, it was important that I used all of my budget of $5,000. This was essential in growing the brand. Although if I would have had more, I definitely could have done a lot more, but even organic posts are very, very effective. So thank you all for listening, and have a great rest of your day.